Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel, Refuge Tea, here with my Granny's Closet, back with another video for you guys. How is everybody doing today? How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? How has your week been? I have been all over the place. It has been a whirlwind of holidays, weekends, birthdays, anniversaries. It's just, and things to come. It's just ridiculous. So I thought I'd sit down because I did try recording this earlier in my craft room and I was just overwhelmed with all of the things that I had on my list to do when I go back to the farmer's market that I spaced out and I couldn't really get too much of my words out. And that is just one other way that my brain takes hold of me and it doesn't allow me to move forward. So I'm sitting, I'm crocheting. I need to get through this video so that I can get it out there to you guys because I didn't want to miss another Friday or I didn't want to miss another day of getting a video out to you guys because holidays, you guys know, things, family, visiting, you know, just eating lots and lots of food, which I have been. So let's get into today's video. But first, let us get into some admin and intro stuff. If you don't know, now you know. You can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, all underneath my Granny's Closet 3Gs. If you're interested in purchasing any of the items that I do make and sell at my farmer's market, you can find them on my Facebook page. That is where I have everything, my pictures, my photos, my listings. Pictures and photos are the same, but I set them at the same. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Let's move on. All my listings and everything are there for you guys to browse, purchase, get ideas from. If you're interested in a pattern that I do make and use, you can ask those questions there. Now, I do have a Facebook group page. That is my Granny's Closet 3Gs, no spacing, just add the S at the end. That is where we go to congregate and conversate about all things yarny and crafty goodness. That is where you can ask any questions that you like about any vendor events, farmers markets, things like that. If you have questions about a pattern, we ask that you reach out to the creator first before asking any of us. And that we also ask that you don't post pictures of the paid for pattern as well. We do have a finally finished Friday. So if there is a pattern or a project that you have neglected over some time, you can post that on Fridays with the title Finally Finished Friday. And you could share that with all of us. We will be there to clap and praise you for getting a job well done. If you are new or a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. I really do appreciate you guys' patience, your kind words, your happy holidays. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and Happy New Year to you guys as well. Thank you guys for all the sweet comments and everything that you do. And if you are new here, just a forewarning, I am ADHD. This platform is all about my vendor events that I do, the market prep that I do for my farmer's market that I have on Saturdays that I go to in Corona, California. And I sometimes stop, dance, do a little jig, maybe sing, go off on tangents, all of the above. And this is just me telling you I am ADHD. So I go all over, I'm all over the place, all over the place.
T-shirt of the day.
You guys, we have I Smell Children today. I did buy a new t-shirt. I'm not wearing it right now because I'm airing it out. What I do when I buy new shirts is I air them out because I don't like the smell that gets on them. I air them out before I wash them because if you wash them before you air, that smell stays inside the clothing, inside the fabric. But I know, air out your items before you wash them and then wear them. So my t-shirt is airing out right now in the laundry room and then I'm going to wash it and then I'm going to wear it probably for Monday's video. Okay, let us get into today's video, you guys. I was thinking this was going to be a short video, but the first time I tried recording this video it was like 45 minutes long and I was like, girl, you need to cut that down. So I did. All right, so what I am doing right now is I'm crocheting. I am making a scrunchie because I need to restock. This is just going to be about all the things that I need to restock for my farmer's market and to let you guys know what I plan to do for the farmer's market. Now, I just got off the phone with my mom. We agreed last week. We took last weekend off because it was the day before New Year's Eve and nobody was going to be there. A lot of vendors are telling my mom and I that it is always dead the day before New Year's, you know, and it was the day before New Year's Eve. So it was Saturday, Sunday was New Year's Eve, Monday was New Year's Day, which we went to Disneyland, and I will talk about that in a little bit, but we had so much fun. I'm still recovering. So I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about vendors. Talking about the farmer's market. There we go. Talking about the farmer's market. So what my mom and I decided that we weren't going to go the day before New Year's, which is January 30th. And we decided that this weekend we weren't going to go, and we just talked, like I said, and we're not going to go next weekend either. I have so much inventory that I have to catch up on that it is literally blowing my mind. It is just spinning. And that is the reason why I couldn't get through the last video that I tried to record, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I have all this. Plus, I have things that I need to finish. Big ticket items is always fun to sell at the farmer's market. It is always just like, oh my gosh, I sold a $65 this, I sold a $75 that, and that's my most expensive item at the market. However, those large ticket items do take time to create, like my perfect pocket shawls. I'm all out of those. I have 0 left. My last one sold last Saturday, or the last Saturday that I was at the market. And then I have 1 poncho left. And I am grateful for it. However, I am a one-man bandstand, okay? Or one-woman bandstand, because I do everything on my own. I don't, you know, venture out. I don't ask for help. You know, it's time consuming. I can get 1 perfect pocket shawl done in 1 day and then begin another one at night. And that's how I can work with it. However, being that I'm not going to be at the farmer's market these next couple of weeks, I'm not going to have any funds to buy any of the yarns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting pictures of the items that I am making, which right now I'm making scrunchies, because you guys, I went through my scrunchie bin and it's right in front of me by the end of my bed, and I'm literally all out, you guys. The holidays, like, I barely have any pinks left. I do have tons of red. Greens is almost gone. Purples, almost non-existent. I'm all out of, I only have 2 blacks left, only because I made 2 blacks at the last farmer's market we were at. I sat there and I crocheted as many as I can get out, and as many as I can get out, they were flying off the shelves. I have to, so I'm doing that now. So what I did was I went on the Joann's website. I am still recovering from our Disneyland trip on Monday. I was in so much pain. My arthritis really got to me, and I tried to keep it, you know, under wraps. The kids really don't like to see when I'm hurting or in pain, so I try not to show it too much to them. They get really emotional. I understand, you know, I don't like to see my mom in pain either. Which, by the way, if you guys can keep my mom up in prayer, next month on the 21st, my mom will be having knee replacement surgery. Actually, they got to go back into the knee that they did the replacement on, and they have to go in there and redo it because some things happened and now they have to redo it. So anyways, she will be gone from the farmer's market. I don't know how I'm going to work it out where I can go by myself. I might have to take my oldest son with me from now on, but I don't know how he's going to feel about that, having to wake up earlier than he does for school, but he's going to, so I was, you know, back to what I was talking about. I was lying on the bed all week trying to crochet. I couldn't even do that because my hands have been sore and achy from just being out there. I mean, I wore my gloves. I did take a project with me out to Disneyland, so we had time to, whenever we sat and waited for the parade or we sat and waited for anything else in line, I whipped out my project and I crocheted. Now, I did get some Bernay Velvet Yarn Inspirations from Joann's. Okay, so I got smoky blue. I got tons of blues because I am all completely depleted of blues. Blues was just famous this holiday season. The color blue was just flying out the man. And then this one is called softened blue. So I got new colors. I got new colors because I didn't know exactly what. Now the emerald, I want to say the I'm sorry I didn't finish my sentence and I can't go back and tell you what I was going to say after I said it or complete my sentence because I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. Now they have this sort of jeweled tone colorway in the blue, like this burgundy one, but they didn't have it in stock, so I couldn't get it. So I'm going to go back. Actually, I might go later today or tomorrow because we're going to my mom's house tomorrow because she was like, you need to get over here because I have the kids' gifts. We opened my mom's presents for us on New Year's Day, and because we were at Disneyland on New Year's Day, we didn't go, but we did spend time with her on New Year's Eve, and I was able to irritate my big sister, and I got that out of my system. So all right, next up I got this really cool one's called Potent Purple, which is beautiful, and I'm glad I was able to give Rose. I went with this tiny little package of purple items that I could fit in my suitcase to give to Rose. And I was like, oh, I hope she loves what I give her. And then she gives me this giant bag full of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I am unworthy. I am unworthy. All right, Misty Gray is the next one. Now I did tap into some grays, and this one's Vapor Gray, but there's a difference between Baby Bernay, Baby Velvet, and just regular Bernay Velvet. Now, I say Bernay because that is how the company pronounces it, because it is a French word. Don't ask me what it means. I should probably look into it. Maybe it means Yarspirations. Maybe Bernay means yarn. I don't know, but we'll look into that. Or maybe I'll post it down below so we can figure it out together. All right, so the Baby Bernay Velvet is a lot thinner than the regular Bernay Velvet. Not by much. And it gives you the same result. Like I could show you the difference. But this one is, like I said, oh yeah, I told you already. Misty Gray, Vapor Gray. So I do like to switch up the colors a lot. I like to get all kinds of colorways. Now, this one is called Smoky Green. So this is a green color, but it's coming out gray for you guys. It has a green undertone. So think of a pigeon. You know, a gray pigeon that has the gray undertones. That is the exact color of this. This is just black. It's just black. I hear my oldest son, his voice is changing. And so every time I hear him talk, I think it's my husband or a different person in the house. I have to call it and be like, son, is that you? He'd be like, yeah. I had to do that while I was on the phone with my mom. Okay, and then I got some browns. This is chocolate brown. Now, where is the other brown? I got a couple other browns. This one is called Purple Pansy. I got different shades of purple because I'm all out of those colors. And then I just finished using this one. It's called Bleached Aqua. Another baby velvet. So, and then this purple one is another baby velvet as well. But I have this huge bag here full of velvet yarn because that's what I've been delving into. Oh, here's another brown. This one is called Mushroom, and I just used this one as well. Let's see. There's another chocolate. Oh, and then I have a mocha brown somewhere in here. I know I bought different color browns. I think it's over there. Wouldn't that be funny if it was just like sitting next to me? So there's Mushroom, and then this is called Mocha Brown. Right here, this little bitty one. There's a difference between it, and I have a full skein of it. So this one is chocolate, and this one is mocha. And then we have the Mushroom Brown. Let's see. you could see the difference between that. So that's what I've been working on. I have all of these in here. It's not a lot. To me, it's not a lot. This is what I did yesterday. And then for the pinks, I have blush pink. That's the only one that I grabbed because I have a lot of other pinks in there. Oh, and then I have this color pink that I was using. I've got reds. Let's see. That is so weird. I had a whole bunch of, I think it's in my craft room. But this one is, I think, I want to get pomegranate too, but this one is a blush, not blush pink. Oh, rose pink. This is a rose pink. So, and then I just did this one. It's called Liberty. I can't find this anywhere, but you know what? It's crushed velvet. It's not the regular velvet as these ones, the baby velvet and the regular velvet. This one's crushed velvet. So I get this one. These crushed velvet ones are more commonly at Walmart. I don't get the other ones very often. Baby crushed velvet. This one I got at Walmart as well. This one is a whipping cream. So I'm going to do this whipping cream one, and only in the regular size scrunchies, not in the big size scrunchies. Mega or I have them in the petite. Now I decided that I was going to do petite size scrunchies because these are the ones that I started out making with a different tutorial as opposed to recreating them with my tutorial, so you could see the difference. These are my new scrunchies that I recreated this year. I added more stitching. I actually didn't, you don't really have to count for these stitching, but you use a smaller hook. You fill it in a different way. This one has one size larger, which is the 6mm hook. This one, I think it was a 4.5. And you just start adding stitches. This one, I think I only added 2 in each single crochet, and then these ones are 3 in each single crochet to give that more of a ruffled look. And this is more petite. So, and then I didn't use very good elastics in these, so I'm thinking these are going to be my petite scrunchies for my littles, and then these can be for girls that have longer hair, people that have longer hair. But I decided to take all of these little scrawny ones and call them petite ones. See, I can't find this colorway anywhere, not even at Joann's. And I just, it's frustrating. So I know that they sell this color, the whipping cream one, at Michael's. And all these other ones, like these ones is a smooth velvet from, or smooth velvet Aran from Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee, and this is in the baby section. This is their velvet yarn. So that one, this one, but all these other ones are, they're the velvet yarn. But these ones right here, these are all the smooth velvet Aran from Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to be doing little petites set aside in a different section. That way kids can choose from their own, and they can get it for $5. You know, everything else is cream cheese. So, and then I thought, I've had these neon scrunchies, but they didn't sell very well, so I took them off the shelves. But I think I'm going to go back and get more of it. And it is Lion's brand Gopher Fur. These look so amazing when in scrunchie form, and I am going to be making more of them. I also have this Yarn Bee Soft Illusion Super Bulky Naturals. I've used this for scrunchies before as well, and I have different colorways that Hobby Lobby has. So I'm going to be just trying out different textures, seeing how they do, and if they do well, or if they just sell out, I'm cool with that, because I don't know if Hobby Lobby has this Soft Illusions anymore. I think they do, and they just, I don't know. But my favorite one, And my best seller for that was this one. This one is called Naturals. And I believe this one was called Bright Lights or Neon Bright, something like that. But look at how pretty that is. But I'm going to be making, I think I can get 2 scrunchies out of this. I was making my chunky beanie, Refuge chunky beanie out of this because I made 2 before and came out superb. But for some reason I can't find that yarn anymore. I take that back. It's not that I can't find it. It's that I forget to look for it. So I don't even know if they have it because I forget to look for it. Isn't that horrible? I hate my ADHD brain. It just works so quickly that I move on from one thing to another without realizing it. And I don't, like I did earlier, I don't finish my sentences and I forget what I was talking about. But what's funny is that I saw a Instagram reel where this guy was just like, isn't it funny how when we forget something, we forget that we forget something, but we forget what we needed to remember. Like we forget, like, okay, you walk into a room, you forget what you're going to get. And you're like, what was I going to get? You know that you were going to get something. You know you forgot something, but you can't remember what you forgot. It's just like, it's an oxymoron. It's kind of redundant, right? Okay. Now, next on my list is that I sold out of, like I told you guys, perfect pocket shawls. And I have 1 granny square poncho left. So I need to work on those like big time for the farmer's market. Now I am steadily working on scrunchies, and as soon as I'm done inventorying for scrunchies, because if I don't know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If I work out a schedule to where in the morning I work on one project, in the afternoon I work on the other, and when the kids come home from school I work on another one, and when they go to sleep I work on another one. That works for me when it comes to large projects or if I have a ton to work on. But right now, I am hyper focused on scrunchies and my brain won't allow me to move on from that. So I think that's what got me a little bit more overwhelmed when it came to trying to talk about it. And I see all the colors that I need to work on. And my brain's like, okay, you don't have this color, but you don't like this color. So you're not going to work on this color. You're going to work on this color, even though you have some color of this, but you have 2 of these already. So all you need to do is make 2 of the black, and then you can work on the rest of the grays. And then we can work on the color that we don't like last. Like that's how my brain works. I can't explain it. I mean, I just did explain it, but it's just like, and then I look at all the purples and I'm thinking I can't work on the purples because I don't have all the purples that I want. And I can't work on the blues because I don't have the blues that I want. And I just realized that I have only 1 color of green besides that sage green. I mean, besides the other green that I want. And then I need the other greens. So I definitely need to go to Joann's today and pick up more velvet yarn because I need to restock on some. This is what I go through. This is real me, okay? All right, so let's move on because I don't want to make this video longer than I already made it. So you guys know that I have been working on wild oleander hooded scarves for quite some time. And when I say quite some time, I mean like over a year that I've had this particular one. I finally found the last little donut that had been lost and missing. And I told you guys I couldn't work on this until I found it. Well, I found it the other day when I was looking for something else. So I found it and now I have all 6 and I'm ready to finish working on this wild oleander hooded scarf that I started last year. Sorry, there's yarn flying everywhere. And I'm just about done with this scarf portion of it, and then I'm going to start working on the hood. But I also, at the same time of this one, started on another one because I'm like that. I'm simultaneously working on 20 projects at once. But this one, for the first time in forever, I don't have a lot of whips. So I mean, yeah, it is a lot of whips, but to me, it's not a lot. They're just time consuming for these whips because you'll see. You'll see. Now, I decided that I was going to actually sit and finish this one, and I tried. I really tried my hardest to sit and focus and finish it. Now, what you'll understand as crocheters, you understand at some point you are an ADHD crocheter because you'll be like, oh, I'm working on this, but then you'll think, oh my gosh, you're watching a video of somebody showing pretty yarn, which is Bago Day for me because she's always on top of everything. Her and the Yarn Geek, okay, they are always on top of the latest, greatest, newest yarns that are out there. And I'm like, how do they do that? I mean, they have forethought for days. I have I'm secluded. I keep myself in a little ball and I don't venture out. So I don't know until I watch their video. And it's usually like days later. And I'm like, I gotta go. And my husband's like, what's wrong with you? There's new yarn. I'm gonna miss out. He's like, oh my gosh, calm down. Okay, I don't know why I went on that tangent, but here we go. Okay, yeah, I do remember. Okay, so I got distracted and I forgot about working on this one. And I actually did forget that I was, about a quarter of the way finished with the hood part of this. So I can probably finish this later, but I don't want to because I'm so fixated on scrunchies. My brain won't allow me to move forward onto this one, but I could see the possibility of me finishing it before the next market that I go to. So I have all the little skeins, and this is Facets, Loops, and Threads yarn. Sorry, Fiber Everywhere, and it's called Coastal Literal. The other one was Ice Yarns, and you guys, when I get fixated on a project, I use a particular yarn for it. So it only, for me, this is how I function. I use only velvet yarn, but I used to use that, soft Illusions yarn for my scrunchies when I first started out. I used to do different types, but then velvet worked for me. And I just continued on. And I don't like to break a cycle. So when I focus on one project, I use one type of yarn for it or one textured yarn for it. And I really don't venture outside of it. When I do that, it kind of blows my mind, and then it opens up a door of endless possibilities. And for me, endless possibilities overwhelm me. So I try to keep everything succinct, kind of in just a little pocket so that I am not frustrated, ultimately go into a ADHD meltdown, because it is possible. Okay. It happens. And it's funny because people will be like, you go into a meltdown just because you have too many options. Yes, because with you, your options are this, that, and the other. With me, my options are I have to get in my car. I have to prepare myself to put the key in the ignition. I have to prepare myself to go to the store. I have to prepare myself to actually drive there and visualize myself standing in front of the yarn aisle. And if I don't prepare myself for that, my anxiety gets... I think of everything as in minute steps, And look at right now. 30 minutes into my video and I'm still trying to be like, let's get this finished. Okay, so I use one textured yarn for the Wild Oleander hooded scarves, which is anything that is like the Facets yarn or the Rockstar ice yarns. Okay, that is what I use for the Wild Oleander hooded scarves, those two yarns, because they're very similar. It's kind of like the Red Heart, I forget what it's called. But there is a Red Heart brand that actually is where the Facets yarn came from. So those are the two Wild Oleander hooded scarves that I need to finish. But lo and behold, when we came back from Disneyland on Tuesday, I needed something to do because my husband was like, just rest, don't do anything. And I'm like, okay. I picked up a skein of yarn and I decided to make another Wild Oleander hooded scarf. Okay, so on Tuesday, I picked this yarn up another facets yarn. It is called, it's called Summer Sunrise, okay? And it's beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, right? Now, I know. I was almost done with this, and just like the Coastal Literal one, the yellow one, I stopped in the middle of finishing it, almost done with it, and I decided to work on something else. But this one, Tuesday, I was almost done with it, and I was like, oh, I need to make scrunchies. I'm going to order 10 skeins of velvet yarn. Go ask my husband to take me to go get it, because I was still not, I couldn't grip very well. My wrists were really hurting. But then I crocheted, you know, movement helps, but the rest of my body, literally yesterday, you guys, I finally was able to get out of that, you know, pain funk. And it was just like, it takes me so long to recover from, you know, exciting events that we take the kids to, especially when there's a lot of walking. My ankles, my feet were swollen, my toes hurt, okay? I was getting an earache because my ears were too cold. So my ear was hurting, it was cold outside, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna crochet and lay in bed. So I did. I grabbed this. I almost finished it. But look at how beautiful this is. It's like, I don't know, Lakers and the Miami Dolphins all in one, right? Like football and basketball. So I'm not finished with it, but I'm more finished than the other two that I started last year. And I stopped and I was like, oh, I need to make scrunchies. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just, if you're new here, I'm sorry. I warned you. And then at the bottom of the bag that I have this in, because guess what? I was going to start another one with this cotton candy one. And that's the name of this one. This one is called Cotton Candy. Ooh, because guess what? I sold my rainbow one. What is it called? It's called, not Rockstar, but it's called, oh, Gideon's. It's an ice yarns. It's called Rainbow. And it's on the website. And I sold my, I'll put a picture right here because I have a picture of me sporting it, being silly in the photos. I sold that one. So I need to make an ice yarns run because I'm out of gold. I'm out of black. I'm out of the rainbow color one. And yeah. Oh, it's called Picasso Rainbow. Okay. If you guys are interested, Picasso Rainbow. I will try to remember to put the link down below. I'm not very good at remembering putting links down below other than the ones that I have. So I will try my best. Okay. So moving on from there. Look, it's 37 minutes, you guys. I really tried to make this a short video, but it's not working out for me. Okay. So next up is the project that I worked on at Disneyland. It is another, okay? It is another shawl. Can you guys guess whose shawl it is? MIJO Crochet, the treasure net shawl. Because I'm absolutely in love with that pattern. And I sold out of all except for one of my shawls with that pattern. So it's a popular pattern for those that purchase it. So that is what I just started. But you guys, I have so many other shawls. Like this black one I started in December. This other treasure net shawl that I started in December. Okay? Like, comment, and subscribe. No, just kidding. Catch you on the flip side, like Lolo says. I forgot to put my stitch marker in. I started in December. I bought a ton of them because I was going to make my ornaments out of these. And I bought the last few of them. But my oh, look at, oh my gosh. This shed so bad. It coated the bottom of the bag black. Holy cow. I bought so many because I was like, you know what? I want to make myself one, and I want to make one for my recipient that I'm going to be giving the basket to that I did for my ornament party. But I ended up not having enough time to make any of it because I was so busy planning the ornament party. And then I was going to make ornaments out of it, and these were what are these called? Snowflakes. These were snowflakes, but it ended up looking like a spider web, and then I had to block them, but use starch to block them, and yeah, I didn't end up doing that. I ended up switching up my ornaments to something completely phony. Like, to me, it was a cop-out because I was running out of time. I didn't have a whole bunch of ideas, so I just went on Pinterest and I was like, okay, easy, quick, fast crochet ornaments, and it came up that black ornament that I ended up making that you guys saw that I made. So you know how it is. You know how it is. Okay, so next up, yeah, there's more. Next up is this shawl with the, oh, by the way, that yarn was, sorry, it was Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee, but it is sleek, spinesse in black, and it's a sparkle. If you guys could see that, there's sparkle in it. And it's a 1 super fine, I think. It might not be. Oh, it's a 3 light. Yeah, I could see it. It might be a 2. It seems like more of a 2 to me. Not a 3 light. I think it's more of a 2, maybe even between a 2 and a 1. But it's called Spinesse. It's 75% viscose and 25% polyester. But you can find that at Hobby Lobby. I loved it because it's super soft, but it looks like it sheds quite a bit. So if you're going to wear it or use something wearable, recommend wearing black on black with that one. Summer Nights, Nuit Estivale. Just kidding. I have no idea what that is. Summer Nights. Nuit means night in French. So, it's 875 yards. Now, it's Lion Brand, but it's called Paradise. I love this one. It's gorgeous. So I'm, again, Treasure Net Shawl, not finished. Okay, and I've got my trusty Rose Likes Crochet flash stitch marker because this girl loves her flash, you guys, flash. I don't know if you see this. My husband bought this. It's protein, okay? My husband bought this protein, and it was Wonder Woman protein. Isn't that awesome? And when he was finished with it, because you guys know, my husband's a weightlifter. He bought it, and then when he was finished it, he tried not to mess up the label up here. He gave it to me. So it smells so good. I washed it, but it still smells like the flavor. What is the flavor of this? Rainbow sherbet. It smells so good. It smells like Fruity Pebbles. But this is what I put my money in. Any cash that I got for my Rhinebeck trip. So I stored it in here so nobody would know. Oh, okay. Oh, and if you could see, I ended up getting the red cup from Starbucks. I don't know what it is about these darn cups. You know whose fault it is? It's, what's her name? It's, oh gosh. Oh, yes, that is Taylor Lautner. That is Jacob from Twilight. Those are my Twilight books. My sister actually bought me that doll for Christmas one year because I was obsessed with Jacob one year. And then I got the little silver keychain. They had them in green and they had them in red. And I was so upset because they only had the small ones, but my friend Ivana, my bestie over in Texas, she has the tall one. And I was like, I want it. So, and then they had a keychain to match, and I'm so jealous I want it. And then I have all my Hulk stuff. Sorry, I'm giving you a tour instead of showing you this. Sorry. Yeah, you guys, I haven't talked to you for a while, so this is gonna be a long video instead of being the short one that I wanted it to be. Okay, so this is the treasure knit shawl that I need to finish. You guys, this is ridiculous. I have so many unfinished big projects. To me, this is a lot. I actually, you know, from Lisa from Happy Dog Creations, she does this thing where it's Frogger to finish at Fridays. Oh, look at that. Her her video just popped up right now for Frogger to finish it Friday and notifying me that her video is up there right now, ready for me to watch. And I'm going to watch it right after this. Oh my gosh. My son, my oldest son, actually got frustrated with me earlier. I was like, I got to make these scrunchies. I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, okay, mom, I got to edit my video. I'm making scrunchies. And then I told my middle son, I was like, son, Poppy, we have to, I call him Poppy. I was like, Poppy, we have to watch the rest of Flash. He was like, I know. And I was like, but we still have to finish watching Arrow in order to get to that episode so that we can watch them all at once, because it's the world's, I forget what it's called, but it's one where all 5 of them connect. So it's one Supergirl, Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Batgirl, and Legends. So there's 5 series that interconnect for the world's something. And we stopped watching it because Arrow I still have 10 more episodes that I need to watch of Arrow before we get to that one episode that we can watch and watch all of them together and then finish the Flash. So, we can't move beyond it because my son and I are the same. We can't watch one thing just because it's connected to everything to finish one series. We have to watch them all in order to understand why we got to that point. Yeah. So anyways, my oldest son got mad at me because I was just like, okay, I'm going to go re-record my video. He was like, Mom, you just said you were going to edit your other video, watch Arrow with brother, and then make scrunchies. Now you're going to do something different? He was like, pick something and stay with it. I was like, you should be one to talk. Look at you over here. I'm going to go do my video. My son has a YouTube channel as well. It's Comic Isaiah. And yeah. But he actually stays more focused than I do with his videos. But yeah, I can't. I have no room to talk. All right. Last but not least, this one here. Actually, there's 2 of them in this bag. Oh, okay. I started this one a couple weeks ago, and it is a new pattern by MIJO Crochet. She just makes so many beautiful shawl patterns that I just can't not buy them. In fact, I bought 2 more the other day. But I have to go buy ink in order to print all of these patterns out that I just purchased. I should probably buy 2 of each, black and color ink, because by the time I'm finished printing out all the patterns that I've purchased over the last 2 months, I'm going to run out of ink. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, 50 minutes. This is a new pattern. It's a different take on the treasure net shawl. This is a treasure net scarf. You have to get to a certain point, and then you work the frillies around the end. But look at how pretty that is. Okay. That is that one. And then this is another Summer Nights, and I think this one is called Unicorn, but it has the sparkles in it. I'm not sure what this one is called. I lost the yarn band to it a long time ago. You know, I've tried going on the Lion Brand website. I've tried looking at Joann's, Michael's, and seeing if they have these Summer Nights, because remember when Summer Nights came out, I can't find these large skeins anymore. These large skeins of Summer Nights. This is another MIJO Crochet, but this is also another Summer Nights, and it's called Flamingo. There's sparkles in this one as well. I'm going to finish this one in time for Valentine's Day. And then again with the Rose Likes Crochet. This one is Superman. I have Wonder Woman as well. It was so funny because I'd been looking for the Flash. She had Flash before, but she sold out so fast. It just zoomed out of there. She text messaged me and she was just like, hey girl, I'm putting up some Flash stitch markers. Do you want me to let you know when they go up? I said, yes, yes, yes. She was like, okay, here they go. So I went on there and I grabbed them up because I was like, I am not missing out on the Flash again. Okay, this is called the Macaw Winged Shawl by MIJO Crochet, and it's so beautiful. I love this pattern. Now, it's been a while since I've worked on it, but just looking at it and my muscle memory, it'll work out. I'll be able to finish it. But this one is almost done actually. So I have tons of things that I need to finish, work on, and do in order to get back to the farmer's market. I also need to work on some of my chapstick lip balm holders, keychain lip balm holders. I was trying to figure out, I always forget the name of that. I need something simple like I need an acronym for it. It's keychain lip balm holders. So KLH, keychain lip balm holders, because keychain is one word, lip balm is one word, and holders is one word. I can't do it. Somebody help me out. Keychain lip balm holders. I got to work on those because, man, scrunchies and lip balm holders were flying off the shelves for me. So I got to work on all of that. I got to do everything and everything and everything. But talking to my mom today. Plus, oh, on top of all of that, I have to work on some Valentine stuff. So everything that I created Christmas, like my mason jars Christmas, I got to take all of that out, redo it, and put Valentine's. So I need to find red foil chocolate hearts from the 99-cent store and then put those in there instead of the Hershey Kisses and the candy canes that I put inside the jars. So I've got a list of things. So let's see. 1, scrunchies. 2, keychain lip balm holders. 3, Valentine stuff. 4, Valentine jars. 5, let's see, Granny Square ponchos. 6, wild oleander hooded, perfect pocket shawls. 6 is perfect pocket shawls. 7, finish up all the wild oleander hooded scarves that I have going. 8 is gonna be all the shawls that I'm finishing up. And then 9, I don't know, rest, work on a diamond painting. Oh man, I just ordered another diamond painting and I thought I ran out, but then I opened the zipper to my diamond painting storage case and there was a pocket in there and I pulled out 4 other diamond paintings. I was like, oh look, I found some. My daughter is working on a dragon right now and I'm working on a samurai, but I just found Tony Stark when he does the snap at the end of Endgame where he says that I am Iron Man. I have that painting, that diamond painting, and I'm just like, dang it. Okay, so I think that is it for me today, you guys. I know it is a long video. I really wanted to cut it short, but oh man, there's so much that I have to get done that my brain is kind of short-circuiting. And I don't think I'm even going to edit this video too much, except for when I hacked my lungs out earlier. And I don't know. And when I had to sneeze. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. Click on that all button. It'll notify you when I drop another video. You guys have a blessed rest of your Friday, a blessed rest of your week. And Lord willing, I will see you next time on Monday. Peace out, you guys. Peace, 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 peace. This is the Disneyland's version of a farmer's market.
A small world after all.
All right, you Junior Space Rangers, listen up. Zurg is using the stolen battery cells to energize his secret weapon. Our mission is to find his robots and his secret weapon and blast them. Green Squadron will retrieve the power cells, while the rest of you concentrate on those robots.
Stay here. Mama, look.